Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 16 on my lower league management playthrough in Football Manager 2016 with FC United. And this is a very important episode here. We've got the youth intake for this season. It's a crucial time because, especially in these lower leagues, you could get someone who's first team quality for the following season. And obviously, it can help you have more space in the wages if you sign up a few guys and you let go of a few first teamers, but they're similar quality. But before I get into it, there's something I'm noticing with this series already. I'm a bit disappointed that it's already in this series, but I notice interest is very low. The previous episode only just reached 100 likes, which is a couple days later when I'm recording this video. So that was a bit demotivating for me. That last video uploaded wasn't much interest at all, which is a bit unfortunate because I really like recording this series. So that probably lets me know even more so I want to be playing off camera and getting more to the point, as I feel there'll be a better response when I get this team and improve it. Like once I get to League 2 and then obviously to League 1 and then eventually the Championship and then Premier League, that's when you'll be really excited to see where I've grown this team. So yeah, it'll be really getting more to the point and not the recording every single game situation. So I'm just learning from my feedback, probably more than I ever have. Honestly, I'm responding and making my videos and making according changes that way and see if it actually makes a difference. So I hope you guys will like that decision, and hopefully if you enjoy this series anyway, please leave a like so I know that's where I judge what videos I'm going to upload more, really, the ones that get the better response. So hope you guys can understand that. But we are going to go into the youth intake and see who we do have, and we do look to have a couple of decent abilities, but again, the judging isn't the best. And what I usually like to do is just search by ability, or for lower league management anyway, for guys that are going to make impact in the first team or could make an impact in the first team. And like I signed that head of youth development up with pretty decent judging ability compared to others that I could have signed. There was one guy who had lower judging ability, but one higher full potential. But we seem to have a couple good potentials, but it should be only for this division. What I'm more focused is on the current ability. So first up, obviously, we're going to take a look at the striker, Henry Collins. Hopefully he is all right. He's looking to have some decent attributes, doesn't he? He'd almost come in. It's hard to say. He's got killer attributes that are really important, but the rest are not very good. Obviously, you get that with a young player, though. He's got good attributes in the right areas, though, for a striker, finishing 13 and composure 12, and he's fairly quick for a player of this level. He's got acceleration of 14, naturally fit as well. Natural fitness is 14, pace 12. What else? He's got good determination. That's really, really good. 16. You don't see it that high, especially for a young lad in lower league management, like as a part-timer, so that's real good. And obviously with the potential, you can't really tell. It just says he's going to improve a lot in the future, so you don't really know how high he could get. But also, his only good technical attribute is basically finishing. 7 dribbling and 6 technique and 6 heading isn't terrible for a guy that's going to improve. But like the look of this guy already, pretty much would be our best finisher on the team. Really, with that composure as well, would be as good as Wolfenden, really, apart from lacking experience. But he could come in and score next season or for the rest of the season. Do you think I should give him some game time? So this is the exact thing. We suggest the terms and finalize the deal. But look, he's on £5 per week. So that's what I mean. If you get decent players that could be part of the first team and be as good as someone else you have currently on a contract, but they're running out of their contract, you let them go and you have this other guy coming through who's a similar quality, and he's only going to get better. That's another thing as well. Next up, Stuart Kerr. It shows the same ability, so I'm hoping this guy will be decent as well. Stuart Kerr. Ooh, he looks okay. I was kind of expecting maybe a technical attribute to be above 10, like the previous guy, but he's better physically. 13 strength. Don't let that go under the radar as well. So obviously good potential. He's got high teamwork, which is nice to see. I like players that will work for the team. His personality is casual. Check out the report for a second. Yeah, for casual, it's like laid back casual person who oozes calmness, which you could see that's a bad thing, or it could be a good thing as well. Like he's calm in defense. Like he can be a cool head and not make silly mistakes. So that could be very, very good. And he's almost as good as, like he's our fourth best centre back at the minute. That's the thing. Like he's not far away from Ashworth, who's experienced. Like he's a bit older. So yeah, I like the look of this guy already. He has a kind of a neat haircut as well. He looks pretty cool. So I did download a new regen hair pack because the previous one, it was kind of a bit buggy because it was one from previous years. So yeah, so it didn't suit the changes. And you would have seen, yeah, it just didn't match up, like with their beards and stuff. It looked a bit weird, and some of the hairstyles. But yeah, new and improved. This guy can play right back as well, but he looks like a decent centre back. If anything, he might be on the smaller scale, like 184 centimeters for a centre back is not bad though. It's okay. It's acceptable. Yeah, his best attributes are physically and obviously technical for the three important defensive attributes. Heading is 9 and marking 8 and tackling 8. I would like those to improve. So he might get a go for the rest of the season as well. Next up, this guy doesn't have the highest potential, but also he could be as good as that other guy with higher potential because you're not relying on them to develop. You're relying them on their current ability. So Sam Wallace, who is a right back, another defender, who's natural as a centre back as well. So both he and the previous lad, who knows? They're very young. They're at 16, born in 2000. Yeah, he's got similar defensive attributes. His tackling's actually 10, marking 8, and heading 8. So none of those defensive attributes are too low. But then positioning is 5, which is not ideal. But anticipation, that's another important attribute, isn't it? So yeah, 9. Those kind of attributes, it need to be good. But again, he's strong and he's naturally fit and good decision making for a young lad as well. Only 16, and his decision making is probably one of the best in the team. So that could be an important thing as well. So we're just going to have to see. I don't know if we offer him a contract. So, Stuart Kerr, well, previous guy for sure. We'll approach to sign on £5. Obviously, I won't sign up every single player because that obviously not all of them will be good enough. But Sam Wallace, I reckon he can be a guy to play a part. Like he can be a guy we sign up, and he can be a backup player. He can be the backup kind of defender. And then we've got a few defenders in the first team. Obviously, I'm still going to sign maybe 1 or 2 to improve the team. But yeah, these are players you can add to the first team for backup, and you can save on wages, and you can let a few other guys go that you're actually, spending money on quite a bit more. Just for example, so yeah, you might even look at this guy and you probably don't think he's good enough. But I know for a defender, decision making is not the most crucial attribute. But he's still got 10 tackling, 8 marking, 8 heading, and he's strong. And he's naturally fit as well. He's not the fastest player though, so that's something to keep in mind. But I really like the decision making. So obviously, yeah, he doesn't make stupid mistakes. I'm focusing a lot on that. You might see that through my signings as well. I don't really know how it's going to pan out, but we're going to find out. Next up with the 1 gold star is Duncan Greenwood, who's a target man striker. So I'm very interested to see how this guy looks. And he has a bit of flair. He's not slow. He's not slow. He's tall as well. I was trying to look at the strength, and it's only 9 for a target man, but obviously he can work on that, I suppose. He actually doesn't have bad attributes. 9 finishing, 10 composure, and then the aggression. Yeah, you can understand that is a bit higher if the strength isn't. And he's got flair. You don't see too many target men with flair, so maybe he can be a bit special. He dwells on the ball, but look at that, 197 centimeters and 101 kilograms. So he is technically, his body is strong. So you can tell that, yeah, with the target man, so even though his strength is only 9. So he's got the right attributes in the right areas for a target man striker. And because we're kind of utilizing that, yeah, we have 2 young lads to come through. I actually didn't expect this guy to be decent at all. So this is 2 strikers we sign up that could be really as good as others we have. Henry Collins would be more of the Wolfenden type. He'll be the finisher. He'll be the scorer with that 13 finishing and 12 composure and fairly quick, 14 acceleration. And then Duncan, he'll be the target man type, but with a bit of flair as well. So yeah, definitely will be in the first team next season, starting or rotation, either way. So next, we're not going to put so much focus on, but I want to check out. We might be surprised, because again, the judging won't be the best, but again, there's a lot of ones. I don't think, especially for attacking players, a lot of technicals with ones. Andy Marchant won't be good enough. Chris Rice, no real potential in him as well, and he's bald at 15. Not good signs for him in the future. What's he, a centre mid, and his passing's only 5? Yeah, it won't be good enough. Okay, maybe I'm... I wanted to give some hope. Okay, this guy looks to have some okay potential. Rob Reeves. Maybe he has some... He's got a bit of pace. There's just nothing about him. Apart from his quickness, I can't see him creating too much. Best attribute in technicals is like 9 for the first touch, but the dribbling, you got to be better. Like, if you're a winger, you got to be... Yeah, look, he just doesn't look like a guy who'll score or create goals. So, yeah, don't think so, even though he got a bit of potential. Okay, George Seal. How does this guy look? Pretty weak physically, center attacking midfielder. He actually doesn't have bad passing attributes, and he's got a few decent mentals, this guy, actually. See his report, he's like got no potential at all, but I'm almost considering, because he's got, what, for a center mid, again, we'll go to the attributes on this skin, and you can see the important attributes. We'll go to center mid. If we play like a center mid, we're playing a central midfielder, we go on support. Yeah, I guess the tackling stuff is low, but if he's more creative, okay, we'll go advanced playmaker just to see. And then he's got 7 first touch, 9 marking, 7 technique, teamwork. Look, the teamwork, vision, flair. He doesn't look terrible, but he's really physically weak. So, nah, I don't think so. Because obviously, yeah, we can't sign up all of these guys, because then it'll add up in the wages, even though it's only 5. Like, those other ones already will add up to £20 per week. So, yeah, Seal, and yeah, don't think so. And I think there's a few guys with good potential coming up, so they might be okay. Steve Bradbury, he looks to have pace, but again, not too bad. But again, he can improve a lot in the future. He's got high marking, like for a winger, actually 8. He's quick. What's that crossing? Yeah, I want a technical to be at least 10. Because then it'll be a key attribute. But none of these guys have key attributes. How about Barry Leverington? See? He's got a bit more about him. He's okay in terms of his quickness. He's got acceleration 14, not bad. But again, no technicals. And with his current ability being that low, we've just got better players ahead of him in right midfield. Like, you got Linfield and that Rico Gomez. So, yeah, he won't. Owen O'Gara, who's a centre mid, does he have anything about him? He's got okay passing. His passing is 10. Technique, yeah, I just think there'll be better players available to us. Wes Wilkes. Okay, this guy's got an interesting hairstyle for a 16-year-old as well. For a left mid, not enough about him, especially, that defensive ability. When our left mids, you want him to be okay, but even his creative ability is not that good. Anyway, and also I want to be looking at other young players as well, like regens at other teams. I might go through that in a second. But Jacob Corral is 16. A left back, again, yeah, really low attributes. Not much hope with these guys here. Warren Bove. He actually has some... Ooh, he's an interesting one. Again, well, he's got okay potential, but again, current ability, not really suitable. But he's got first touch 11, passing 10, and technique 9. So 3 above 9, and you got 11 there as well. Determination, decision making again important, and he's got flair. So again, if you go through reports, there's all these others ahead of him, but he doesn't look terrible at all. He doesn't. But again, physically, you got to have it matched with the physicals, I feel. Nah, sorry. I'm like saying sorry, you're not good enough, but I got to be harsh here. I can't let all of these guys... Okay. Ooh, he's got a couple high attributes. 14 marking. That's a good attribute to have. If you compare to our other defenders, I'm not sure if anyone has marking that high. Like, I would almost want to experiment to see how this guy is. I'm like kind of, finding reasons for every player, but then I eventually decline them. And he's got leadership at a young age. But then positioning and anticipation, so his mental side of the game won't be as good apart from, the leadership. Like, he could be a future captain. if he was good enough. That's the thing. But I really want to see that you look at that low tackling 6, but you look at his marking 14. He could step up and just be a rotation, like a backup centre back. I want to at least give him a go. I want to see how he goes with that 14 marking. Because that's almost the same reason like I signed up that striker, isn't it? Because he had good finishing and composure. Well, he's got good marking, really good 14. Then the determination and leadership and aggression, I suppose, to be a bit aggressive. But yeah, he's like a leader. He's a young, like only 15, and he could be a captain-style player. He could have one of the highest in the team when you look at determination and leadership in terms of, choosing a captain. So, I think, see, these are my split decisions with everything as well. So we've got the last player, Dominic Smith, who's a goalkeeper. And I was almost thinking if we got an okay goalkeeper, I'll sign him up and just use him as the backup. But we kind of have 2 guys signed up right now. But I was thinking of letting one go if we got someone decent. He's got good handling, 14, but the rest are not too pretty at all. So, those are the players we're going to sign up, and I think that's a good amount. That's 5, so I'll be at £25. That's why I didn't want to go too much, like sign 10 up or something, because obviously that will add up. And they're all guys that I could, or at least on my first reaction, I think they could play a part, where some of them could be more first teamers and others can be just rotations for fitness in other games. But now it's important to show you recent results, which haven't been that great. After we went through a good patch, I actually played that Alfreton game, didn't I, on camera, and we lost pretty annoyingly. But I'm past that as well. Just because I wanted to get to this time, I was playing when there's the youth intake coming, so I was playing through the game. So I will play one game today, just to show you a game on camera. So how much days? 6 days away. So I'll go through that. Some of these guys, you think they'll be signed up? Yeah, they'll be signed up. So maybe I'll just play some of them, give them a chance, because we're not going to get promoted or we're not going to get relegated for this season. We've got a solid mid-table position. Ideally, I want to be finishing around 10th or 11th, like to be a bit higher. But also, the lower I finish, the lower my expectations will be for the following season. So, I just really want to get to the end of the season, revamp the squad, and go for promotion in the second season, which I'm confident I can do. So guys, just straight into the next game, and just for the confidence of the team, I talk about how we're already going to be safe this season, everything like that, but just the confidence of the team. We need a win here against AFC Fylde. Like, we could overtake them as well, get around that position, maybe go up a few positions depending on other results. And also with this skin now, I just made a change. You know how I use that Wanna Chup Brew skin? The view still stayed there in the selection, so I just chose it because I feel it's a more in-depth view. So, it's good to have that at the same time anyway. So those youth players, some I put in the first team, a couple others I just left in the under-18s. But Henry Collins, probably our brightest talent. And in a lot of ways, some of you guys who saw my first Bar City series, it could be the new Tom Tolley, but it's Henry Collins, and he could probably be a bigger impact. But we'll have to see early days what he can do for the rest of the season, but more so next season, So, we've got a big squad, but you're going to say that, of course, but I'm going to let go of quite a few players next season, so don't worry about that at all. Any other players? We've got injuries. Stott. I wanted to give a chance to Kasitu a bit more, but I wanna get a result, so I'm gonna put Stott back in actually. So we've got decent players on the bench covering all positions, kind of. So we're gonna roll in with this team. I think it's a pretty strong team. I'm pretty happy with this squad. The starting 11: Mulrooney, Skinner, and also Henry Collins. Imagine if he can score on his debut. And the goalkeeper, I actually go David Carnell. He's actually had some really good performances in recent games. He got like a couple of over 8 ratings, and you can see last 5 games, 7.32, so pretty good. But this is like a situation, I'm sure you guys are the same. Like when you get a youth player, a regen, especially in lower league management, in the lower levels, because you're more willing to play them, like opposed to like Premier League. So interesting, they're playing that 4-3-3 kind of formation, narrow, with the 3 strikers. So we'll go in, we'll just not worry about the opposition instruction, just go straight into the game, and we'll go passionately, and do it for the fans. We're underdogs, but go out there and do it for the fans here, and then we'll go assertively. I have faith in you, just, give my faith in the lads to get a nice victory here. To make this a bit of an exciting episode, imagine if, Collins, he comes up and scores. I was kind of trying to be a bit ambitious maybe, but yeah, exactly that. Maybe a bit too ambitious. I was going to say maybe get a hat-trick on debut at home. That would be crazy for the fans to see this new young lad playing. It's like, who's this guy? The fans obviously would have no idea, for the most part anyway. Obviously, if you like follow in real life the team, like on with websites and stuff like that, they may say they've signed a young lad, 16 years old, he's going to play this week. So yeah, maybe some hype surrounding him. But we're still waiting for something to happen. Nothing's happening yet. Look at Tamworth. Yeah, smashing in the goals at the minute. But we do have a chance early. Caminino, just like anticipating for a debut goal. Now it's Phillips. Finds Linfield. Come on. Brown now. Brown to Linfield. This could be the opportunity. Oh, Collins! Oh, that was your chance. That was your moment. But he couldn't step up, and I thought surely, 13 finishing, 12 composure, thought he had to get that. But the goalkeeper made an important save. Oh, Powell, come on, win it. Well done. Okay, maybe this could be a second opportunity. Linfield, come on, put the ball in. Oh, Collins, the second opportunity, and he takes it. Goal on debut. Only took him 35 minutes into his FC United career. The young lad steps up. This guy, I say he's going to be a big player for this career. Well, he probably will be in the early days. He probably won't be once we get to Championship, Premier League, that far. But building up to that, he should be. I'll be confident in him to be. And he showed that there already had a couple chances in this game. He looks dangerous. But this is just about to be halftime right now. We took the lead. And how about that? Just a young guy coming in. Let's take a look at him again. Henry Collins. Just some beastly attributes, really, for only 16. And the thing is, he doesn't turn 17 until February of next year. So, yeah, quite a bit of time until he turns 17. Still very, very raw, very young. But he's got talent, and he showed that. We'll go assertively, though, and I'll just say, where are we? Don't get complacent. That's really important. But also for the goal scorer, I'm going to say passionately, I'm very happy with your performance. And he listened keenly. Doesn't get an amazing green lighting up reaction, but yeah, he takes it in. So that's really, really good that he scored. Oh, early chance for them, though. It's Wilson. And I guess he didn't score, or it was offside. I guess we'll never know. And we have actually dominated the game as well. You can see 61% possession. You can't really see it at the minute, but when there's a highlight, you can. So, yeah, we are dominating the game for the most part. Anyone got low condition? Yeah, not really. I'm pretty happy. And also playing Caminino at left back, because we are playing, those fullbacks on attack role. Obviously, they'll get forward and we'll try and exploit with the offside trap. But Collins, I reckon he deserves a full game here. Well, I just want to see him play a full game, and you probably do. Caminino, we'll bring on Scott Cheatham, who's probably slightly better defensively. He's a guy I haven't played too much this season, but when you look at him, he's actually got okay attributes. Why haven't I played him more? I just thought he wasn't good enough. But now I'm kind of comparing him to other players, and he's actually got alright attributes. So, yeah, maybe I'll give him more of a gig, because Brownhill's injured, and he might be better than him, apart from his kind of free kick taking and like crossing stuff. So, I'll just make that singular change, I feel, because, it's been a solid performance by us. We've had good possession for the game, and AFC Fylde haven't really looked like scoring. That's the thing. They've had no clear-cut chances and no shots on target. They've had 3 off target, and we've had 3 on with 1 clear-cut chance. And over 60% possession. But I think it is time to make another sub as well. Because, 70th minute. And who hasn't had the best of games? Maybe Jerome Wright. But we already made 1 sub for left midfield. So probably not. Maybe Mulrooney Skinner. And we'll bring Wolfenden. How would he go deep lying forward? Yeah, probably not his best role. Probably not his best. But the thing is, he's still good. He's still good. So we can put him on a support role, or we could try We could try. I don't ideally like to do it because they're similar roles, but we'll just play with poacher and advance forward. Yeah, with the wingers we'll be trying to create for them. Just play them in their best roles. But then also we'll take off, Jack Phillips. Keep him fit. Important player, Cameron Murray. Because you would have seen I've been on a poor run. I'm not doubting that. I never hide behind away from that. I don't really make, in my opinion, I don't actually make excuses. Like, I'm not like pretending I haven't lost games or something. That's why I want to show with a win here. This would be a nice 3 points to be won by the young lad, really, Henry Collins. This is a dream youth intake episode where we sign up a young guy and he comes up to score and win the game for us. Would be the best youth intake episode I've ever done in Football Manager on YouTube. Oh, come on, just don't let them score. Or even get another. Where is he? Yeah, number 10, Collins. Can we put it in? Linfield. Brown. Powell. Murray, get it into him again! Collins! Oh, no! On another day, if he didn't have that first game nerves, he could have got a hat-trick. Oh, wow. This is his first game, so he'll be a bit nervous, you can tell that. But, yeah, he's getting in these positions. He's had 3 golden chances here today. Like I mentioned, on another day, he would have, smashed in all 3. Judging off his attributes as well. I'm not just saying that because I have high hopes for him. He probably has the best finishing attributes in the team. Probably better than Wolfenden if you look at his composure mixed with his finishing. But it's going to be a win nonetheless. If I ended up conceding, I might have focused on that because, he had a couple other chances, but he scored. The only thing, I would have liked him to get a higher rating, I suppose. But also Michael Powell, he was a force in midfield. And our defence was strong. I'm happy with our defensive setup, and when we make better signings, that's going to be really prominent in the following season. Our defense, a lot of our defenders got a good rating, and also our ball-winning midfielder in Michael Powell. I'm thinking about leaving him on because don't forget he's just on a non-contract, and he's got pretty good attributes. And 30 is not too old while still being experienced. So you do move up to 12, and go to more of a mid-table. Opposed to a lower mid-table, 14th would be. I think 12th, I want to go for that as a minimum for this season. So, I'm happy with that performance. We showed a lot of signs in front of goals with our new striker, a new young talent, and also at the back. Very happy with our tactical shape. So there we go. Collins makes his professional debut. He's Manchester born as well. So just check out his information, nationalities, see Manchester, all of that. He doesn't really support any clubs by the looks of things, like having favoured clubs and all of that. He avoids using his weaker foot, so he likes to use his strong left foot, which is obviously ideal, I think. If he has a weak foot, I'd prefer him not to use it, to be honest. But that's perfect. That's ideal. Honestly, what could have happened, he could have potentially, scored a hat-trick. But again, he still scored on the debut. He won it for us. A 16-year-old. So that was an overdue win, you can see. And as I mentioned, not shadowing away from that, no hiding away from that. But it was a good performance as that's starting to formulate as well. When I change things up tactically, it's not even 100% fluid yet. It was still unaccomplished, but we're reaching, that level we want to be at. Henry Collins, 1 game, 1 goal. That means he might be fighting for Wolfenden's position, or when we go into the following season. Wolfenden's composure is not even 10 or something. So the other guy, his finishing is better by 1 as well. So, he could be better than Wolfenden. Maybe Wolfenden could play a different role in the following season. What do you think? Because obviously we know he can score. But either way, that is it for now. How about that? As I mentioned, this is probably my best youth intake episode I've ever done because one of the youth guys we signed up and got in the intake, he scored. He scored in the same episode. So, I think we'll end the episode just looking at his profile. We'll just sort by position. It's still, because we were checking out the youth intake with the sorted by potential and ability and that kind of stuff. So anyway, Henry Collins, this is the main man, I'd say for the future, but definitely for the next couple seasons. I reckon his potential will be good enough to see him maybe get to a League 2 level or something like that. I'm hoping anyway. But his current ability anyway will be good enough to get us promoted, and if he continues to keep developing, maybe to get promoted from the conference as well. So leave your thoughts on Henry. How good can he be? Obviously, you don't know his exact potential, but players at this level find it hard to develop. So in terms of his current ability, yeah, how do you think he'll go in the following season? Can he be the key striker of the team? And what to do with, Wolfenden now as well. So leave your thoughts, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.